Staying power has 4 seasons. Today, we are going to answer the question on every entrepreneur's mind. How can my brand have staying power? So what are the 4 seasons of staying power? When you are creating your brand, you are creating. It's vital for you to focus attention on the act of it, being essentially a creative process rather than merely a project with steps you need to follow rigorously to reach your goal. You need both the structure of a project management and the natural flow of the creative way for the longevity of your brand. When I work with my VIP clients, we always begin any branding project with a brand story. This is the foundation of building your brand like a hometown. And I do this with them so they can experientially understand that branding is about staying power. It's not just about a logo or a hook. It's a living, breathing, in the moment series of creations. And when you can see there are 4 seasons to every creative process imaginable, you can influence your staying power and win your goals. Today, I'll share with you exactly the 4 seasons of staying power: the seeding season, the sprouting season, the savoring season, and the sleeping season. So let's begin. The seeding season. When was the last time you started your day by seeding it? Do you jump from the shower to the to-do list? What would it be like to seed your day each day with an intention? A clearly stated promise to yourself, defining exactly what you would like to get out of this day. Most of us are just being pollinated, to extend the metaphor, from any which way wind that blows, like emails and phone calls and voicemails, an agenda of people, frustrations of teammates who aren't in control of their own creative cycle. It's a terrible pace to face every day. What if you seeded your day with your trusted intention? What if you seeded your brand with your truest intention? You see, seeds are the basis of knowledge. I love language because it has the power to unite us. Consider the word seminaries from the Latin seminarium, meaning seed plot. Clearly a good place to grow. Face your challenges, coming from the dark, verdant dirt to reach for the sky. Seminars, too, are a place where people go for education, for ways to reach for their own personal sky. The acorn seed carries within it the entire architecture of an oak tree. Isn't that unbelievable? But it can never grow without being grounded, fed water and nutrients. So too, if your branding project, be it naming your company, writing your book, writing a webinar, writing a new project, marketing a product, you can build your brand like a hometown that people want to visit again and again, even take up permanent residency as brand loyalists, if your brand is grounded first in your truest intention. Can you state the intention of your brand? What wish will your brand fulfill for its community? How will it help them grow? What will your brand do unlike any other brand? Let me give you an exercise to do to seed your day. In this way, you can expand these exercises to seed your brand. A great way to seed your day is to state your intention for the day. Make a promise to yourself that no matter what, you will experience or accomplish this one thing. Journal a wish list as opposed to a to-do list. As Joseph Campbell, the man who dedicated his life to uncovering, sharing, and teaching the hero's journey, the story format of almost every story known in humanity, from cave-dwelling drawings to Disney Pixar movies today, his most indelible advice for us all is so powerful, and it's simple. Follow your bliss. When you see your experience as a creative expression, it is full of life charge. Your to-do list becomes your follow your bliss wish list. And that moment is so delicious, you want it every day. You may not achieve it every day, but keep that seed protected. Nourish it every day, and it will grow from a wish to a practice, to a commitment, to a way of life. Another way to seed your day's truest intention is mindfulness meditation. Close your eyes, go still, and see the greater future your brand can promise your ideal individuals. Allowing the quietude of mindful meditation clear away the agendas of others, the doubts of the ego trying to please. Stating exactly what you want to occur today, no matter what, your mind's eye, your heart. And if you want, you can state it to an accountability partner, which could be a spouse or a child, or heck, me in the comments section. I'll cheer you on. Say it loud, say it proud, and that plants the seed and inspires you to feed that seed even when you're tired, even when the world provides you with tons of excuses not to. You will, because you're the protector of that seed, and it's your intention to give it what it needs to grow during this next season, the sprouting season. This season is full of actions. Now that you have your seed planted, you can focus on the top actions you need to accomplish in order to make progress to grow. Clear out any weeds, any energy suckers, any negative people, negative environments, negative habits. You can block creative time. Choose a time of day when you can create. Protect this time at all costs. Nothing gets in. If you're like me and your mind will flood with doubts and insecurities, little hurts from the day before, heck, from 20 years ago before, anything you keep in you and you keep from letting go of, that ego who's afraid of growth is going to chatter in your brain. And you have a mind that's on a kind of routine, so you can counter it with a routine that doesn't have space for that chatter. You prep everything you need so that when it's block creative time, you merely need to do the actions you have already decided to do. For me, it's wake, coffee, get doggy bones, play my binaural beat playlist, sit in my gratitude chair with my doggies, write my gratitudes, which delightfully include being grateful for all my creative ideas that day to come, all of the wins that I expect to come from the day. Then up to the desk I go to write. I leave little time for doubts to creep in. And I have binaural beats affirmations for the days when my mind is on overload. And those days happen for every one of us. From perhaps a challenging evening or any life event. It can happen at any time. You have to have your game plan and set. So I choose when to fill my block time with and how to protect and nourish my sprout. And so can you. I find 90-minute blocks of creative time with 10-minute breaks to stretch or even noodle aimlessly. It's the perfect combo. I do a 90-minute block depending on my schedule. For me, I'm the co-founder of a full-service branding and marketing agency with clients I absolutely love. So I do this between 5 and 9 or 5 and 7 a.m. depending on the school year calendar because I love my family too. So there are days where 7 to 8 is all about all I'm getting before school with a smile on all of our faces. And I'm good with that because I planned for it. You can create a healthy environment. Create a healthy space for your sprouting time. I suggest you find a room of one's own, away from your usual desk. I also recommend going to a place your ideal individuals frequent. I'm naming products for mothers. I'll be in the food court of the mall. It's loaded with moms buying mom things in their mom mindset. It couldn't be more overflowing with naming ideas. Super moms are there everywhere, right? If I'm naming a truck for Honda, I'll go to a county cafe or take a walk around the auto show or a monster truck race. Super duper fun. Friends of mine can attest to this. Even Home Depot can be an inspiration for all my senses. Creativity is sensual. It's not about shutting yourself away and working hard, nose to the grindstone. It's about opening yourself up to flow. A healthy environment is largely based upon how you see it. And if you go to a space with that intention to see answers to branding questions and you get out of your own way, you will. If you go to a space to seek inspiration for the next chapter of your book and you let go, get out of your own way, enjoy the flow, you will. Life is better when you let go a little bit, isn't it? And branding is better too. You can create rituals, creative rituals. All of these can become your creative rituals. They can work to trigger your flow state. Some add-ons and personalizations can be like green tea or a delicious cup of coffee, which I love to make, and my favorite cup, a journal and a pen you love to work with, a playlist that you love, a short exercise routine to wake up your body, making love to connect with your partner, a hot shower where you lend your mind. Just slowly perk up under the bubbling water. When I get on my gratitude chair, my whole system knows what time it is. It's creation time. I've been training it to feel that way for 30 years. It's locked and loaded, highly enjoyable. Ready for the next season, the savoring season. Now you can enjoy the fruits of your labors, of your intentions, of sticking to your intention for your brand or even your day. Savor not being caught up in every which way wind that blows around you. Many of us skip celebrating our accomplishments. Do not deny yourself the pleasure of an emotional celebration of your accomplishments. This celebration is a vital part of your staying power. Vital. When you just immediately try to jump from seeding to sprouting, you're really just seeding burnout. And you're teaching your brain to not enjoy, to not release oxytocin and dopamine at the completion of your goals. You're teaching your brain not to show you self-love. That's a pretty sure way to not have staying power. Wouldn't you agree? To ensure you truly savor, set that time up ahead of time. Remember how doubts creep in when there's room for them to creep in. Pre-fill the room. Decide when I finish the book, the project is done. Now, marketing the book begins a new seeding season, but finishing the book is the goal line for this branding project. Do not move this slide, no matter how tempting. Plan what you will do for this celebration and fulfill your promise to yourself. Be reliable to yourself and show yourself some LOVE love. A brand breathes new life into people. If your energy comes from a scarcity of new life, a withholding of love for the process, for the completion of the process, how can you provide a brand community with their own personal transformation to millions of others? Much healthy energy can be gained by creating and celebrating with others. We are social creatures. Enjoy sharing the fruits of your seeding and sprouting seasons with others. We seek communal celebrations. This is why social celebrations have been found in every culture and every period of time across the planet. They are central to our well-being. You can trust in that. They are central to our staying power. Never skip the savoring season of every day, every week, every month, and certainly every year. Next, we have the sleeping season. This is where you let go of the goal, the intention, the seed you planted and sprouted and savored. It has come to fruition today or this week or this month. Job well done. Harvest well enjoyed. Now you must, in gratitude, sleep. Shut your eyes to it in gratitude. Shut your mind to it in gratitude. Now you can allow yourself the freedom to rest. Allow yourself the harmony of rejuvenation. Allow yourself the health of restoration. The sleeping season can be the most challenging season for the ambitious. It is for me, and I go into overdrive to try to skip it. Honestly, I do. So this is the season I plan ahead for. I focus on family, a time to nest, a week's vacation, a yoga series I always wanted to try. If you hear those goals like knocking on the door of your consciousness, no, it's just your ego. It's just your ego trying to hold on to that busyness of work, trying to get back to it. Remember, staying power is seasonal, and the sleeping season is vital for the seeding season. Without it, you'll reject the seeds of new ideas out of exhaustion. You won't even hear them. When I try to rush it and plow into the new seeding season, my energy is shaky and I can't lead my team from a place of confidence. Honestly, even when I am performing at suboptimal levels, I still find myself trying to outsmart the seasons and skip right ahead to the season, my favorite season, the seeding season. It never works. At last calculation, the earth is very, very old and hasn't missed a season yet. Creativity is seasonal. It may not be 4 3-month seasons like the planet needs, but it's seasonal. There's no outsmarting nature. She is the ultimate authority on staying power. Thank you for joining me today to talk about how you can come out of nowhere and become an inspiration to millions by investing your focus in each of the 4 seasons of staying power. For every season, remember, love what you do and love how you do it. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll love.